Let me just say this. You don't want to date somebody ugly.
What are you doing?
Hello, back for another video. I know you missed me. I know. It hasn't been that long, has it? It's been like a week, I think, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to say I've been like unmotivated because that's just not true. I don't think I've been unmotivated per se. It's just, school, trying to juggle this in school. It's like kind of hard. And I guess I kind of just like set this kind of like, when I have drive to do something, it's not usually just grounded in, oh, I enjoy doing this thing. Let me just keep doing it because I enjoy doing it. I always try to attach, like, sorry, I'm like getting on my computer. I try to attach like this, like, I guess business mindset to whatever I'm doing. I'm like, hey, whatever I'm doing here, can I like attach monetary value to this? Like, how can I make this into a job or whatever? That's literally anything that like I want to do. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck. My allergies have been so bad lately. I know if you live in Houston, dude, like the weather has been like changing every other day. It's fucking insane. But yeah, I always try to like attach like a monetary value to something. I just can't do things out of. I do things, like, let me not say that. I do things out of like the pure enjoyment because I literally get money from nothing. But uh, I get money from anything. I don't get money from anything. I don't get money from anything. That's the correct way to say that. Um, yeah, I don't get money from doing anything creative. So it's like I always kind of trying to find a way to get money from doing that, but it never really works out that way. But who knows? Who knows where this takes me? And I just kind of need to like stop thinking so long term about stuff. It's good to think long term, but I think in creative pursuits, maybe just like improve in it and see where it takes me then. Because I can't think of, I guess, the future in every aspect. I can't even think about the future in general. That's what I've just been working on. Just not even thinking about the future. Just like, of course, having a conscious, I guess, my like goal in mind. Like, I want to make enough money to live comfortably. That's like my future that I see. But I can't think about what's gonna get me there. I just have to take steps that, take general steps that will eventually lead me towards where I need to go. I don't have to have a set plan for what I want to do with my life. I'm only 19. And to be honest, you don't even have to ever have a plan in general, to be honest. But that's not the video. I got asked to talk about, and you know what? I don't even know if I'm gonna name this video because I can never stay on topic. I should just like call them like video essays or something. I don't know. I never stay on topic. So yeah, I just I don't know what this is even gonna be called, but we're just gonna go with it. I think. Oh, I got asked. Let me start there before I even start drifting off. um, I got asked to talk about my love life by my friend Ethan. He started content creation. Well, he's. I have had a YouTube channel since I was in seventh grade doing animations and stuff. I still am working on animations and stuff. Like I still do that, but I used to be my shit. And my brother kind of got into my brother. The whole kind of reason why I started this again is because my brother, and I'm getting on a tangent, and my brother told me that I inspired him to do YouTube, and I was going through this whole depressive state. I wasn't creating anything. I was just a bum, and now this is kind of like my surge of creativity coming out and stuff. But no more of that. Yeah, my friend Ethan, got into content creation lately too. So it's just like, everyone's doing content creation now. It's cool. It's awesome. But yeah, my love life. I'm not even sure you could call what I have a love life. a yearning life is a more appropriate term for whatever I'm experiencing at this stage of my life. For a long time, every gay guy, not every gay guy, but a lot of gay guys kind of go through this phase. And when I mean phase, this can last forever, this can last forever. But we kind of, a lot of us go through this phase where we really want validation from straight men. Like, we really want, like, this, like, macho, buff, ripped, masculine macho, I ain't gay type guy, right? And that really does come from a place of, like, not accepting yourself. You can like masculine dudes. I like masculine dudes, right? But, and this, like, goes into other stuff, but, we want so badly to be accepted by these people, right? We want so badly to, and it kind of comes from family, if you had a family that didn't really accept you, if you were in a closet for a really long time, it kind of breeds this kind of need to be accepted by, say, your father, who is really, I'm not going to get into whatever his name is, Freud's little, thing where it's like you marry your father or whatever, or mother. That shit is just like, hey, if you believe it, hey, I see the framework. I can kind of see where that's not what I'm trying to say, but the love that we kind of lack in our at-home lives, we are going to go out and seek that in romantic relationships, whether you believe in that kind of framework or not. That's just kind of how life works. When you're not getting love from this one source, you are most definitely going to search in another person, in another thing. And those things can differ. You can seek that love in substances, you can seek that love in people, and eventually that's kind of something you have to combat in yourself, kind of be like, hey, this trauma or whatever, this doesn't have to be something that's, we often find that when we do get in those relationships, it's probably not what we really want. We got, the masculine dudes, like, oh, finally, I finally bagged a trade, a trade, a DL, right? That's why we want those people, because deep down, we don't accept ourselves. Deep down, we're like, hey, I need to be more masculine. And that's like, it creates an urge to be more masculine. When in reality, you don't really have to be. You can literally just be yourself. But we make it so hard. I hate, if you've been on gay Twitter like that, I had to delete Twitter because, the gay scene, and actually just the gay scene in general, is literally just like awful. It's dude, because there's so many facets to it, and I guess I can really talk about it for as long as I want, since I'm not really confined, but there's so many facets to it, and it's all, like, I guess I'm gonna limit it to 5. So this centerpiece right here is literally self-acceptance. That is the biggest problem. We're so like, oh, I'm pride, I'm gay, I'm gay and proud, but your actions don't reflect that at all. They don't. So, this, like, let me start off with the DL thing. That shit is fucking disgusting. I am not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be that kind of person that's like, oh, it also affects women, because it does, but it, like, more or less on the gay front, those people do not accept themselves, and you thinking that you're randomly gonna break this person's, like, generational trauma or whatever is kind of narcissistic. I hate to say it like that, but you're not gonna, everyone kind of wants to be like this savior kind of complex. I've given up on that, to be honest. I've given up on trying to not help people, but I'm so sorry. People that don't want your help, like, people that will actively and this doesn't just go for guys are always like, girls, whenever I tell them about their problems and they just ignore me and go do the same toxic shit. That is the same thing for guys. That is just people in general. Like, I'm so tired of everything being about gender. Like, oh, girls win this, guys win this. Like, we are all shit. We are all terrible people. We are all shitty, and it's like it's just all this divide is like pointless because everyone does the same shit everybody does. Everyone cheats on everybody. Everyone does this to everybody. It's not girls. It's not just girls. It's like a human condition thing that we kind of all need to just realize. But yeah, like the DL thing, dude. Like, they're not. If think about it, they don't even accept themselves. Why the fuck are they gonna accept you? Who the fuck are you? You are not like this. And some of you are beautiful. Like, some of you are just like drop dead beautiful. And it's like, if they can't accept themselves, like, after getting you in their life, like, there is no help, So just like find someone who actually does love you, because there are attractive, gay people, as hard as it may be to find them. Oh, that was fucked up to say. Oh, that was fucked up. I did not mean that shit. I'm so sorry. There are attractive people, like, and it's not even like a matter of being attractive. It's just kind of just like the kind of person you are, to be honest. Cause like, I mean, to be honest, one, you're not even having kids with this guy, so it's like, who really gives a shit if he's ugly? If you like him, yeah, you like him. I mean, it's not really like there's any like generations at stake, to be honest. I don't know if that's like morbid to say, but like, I mean, if you like him, hey, you're not gonna have kids. I mean, you can do surrogacy, but it's like, that would just kind of be on his or your accord. It's not like you are going to make a perfect match of like your DNA and stuff. So it's like, you don't need to really worry about that. But two, this like fit kind of not fit. And this is kind of like for all dating things. Maybe this is just all encompassing. Maybe let me not just like say gay dating. Let me just say dating in general. If a guy doesn't like accept himself, he's not gonna. Or if a guy isn't in tune with who he is not going to randomly grasp emotional intelligence the minute he finds you. That's just not how that works. It's not. So it's kind of just like, we need to stop like the savior complex, being like, I need to show this person they're bad things. Because hey, you know how many people have probably tried to tell this person that like what they're doing is bad. They're not gonna listen to you. They're not. Two. What is it? What was the second one? I think it was something along the lines about like the fitness perfectionist thing. Constant self-improvement is like good, but like when you like submerge yourself in that, like that's all you want. You just want to be better. Like, I want to be a better me for tomorrow. That is flawed thinking, I think, because one, we are not promised tomorrow. First of all, you can literally have a heart attack today and die. You can literally get shot on the road and die, like this whole thing was like, oh, just, tomorrow I'm going to be better. Tomorrow I'm going to do this. Like, I'm doing, and I guess doing the work today, that aspect of it is good. It's like, but hey, there's never going to be a perfect time where you have the perfect body, perfect face, perfect personality. You kind of just need to just be who you are now, because God's art, that's not going to change within today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year maybe, but you're not going to make a drastic change to like the essence of who you are. If you do, that's probably a problem and you're suppressing yourself, which is terrible. Don't do that. But so many people are just like, oh, wait till I get skinny, wait till my acne clears up, wait till I, like, dude, no, literally just like find someone who will love you regardless. And to be honest, that love romantically is dying. So you might want to look platonically. And I hate to be like this pessimist. I really do, because I'm a very optimistic person. But just like kind of seeing how the dating scene is right now, uh to be honest, let me not even say that. But it's just so, it's so, I'm gonna drop all the kind of like know-it-all stuff right now, because I'm just gonna just rant. um I don't know like how I'm actually going to like find somebody, because it's like, you know, I don't think I think I'm barely attractive. I don't think I'm like, just like model, I don't think I'm like perfect. But I think I'm pretty attractive, and I think I have a pretty nice personality. I'm doing this, so I have to have a decent, enough personality to, keep someone engaged in what I'm fucking talking about. So I think I'm pretty engaging, and pretty interesting. But like I literally have like no attention like from anyone, and it's just kind of like, oh my god, if all these people who, in my mind, this is flawed thinking, I know, I'm dropping the glasses, hey, I don't even know like what I'm saying right now. This is just like how I feel. I'm feeling like, not like, and this is going to sound terrible, but I'm finding out also, to be a good person, to be an authentic person, you have to be a bad person, so I see like these people I maybe deem less attractive than me, and I find them getting in relationships, and it makes me, think like, hey, do I just like, am I not just like as attractive as everyone else around me? Am I actually, so in my mind, you know, there was this thing, there was this TikTok that was talking about, I feel like one of those ugly people that thinks that they're hot, right? And to be honest, the more I thought on that meme, the more it kind of made it was more apparent to me that, do those ugly people who pretend to be hot, do they care if people think that about them? And the more I thought about that, I just kind of was like, yeah, they really, they wouldn't care, because they're just kind of, they think they're hot, and that's quite frankly all that matters to them and their partners, you know? And I think maybe instead of just like looking at a person for their physical attributes, if they had the perfect body, sometimes I really, and people are going to be like, no, sometimes the attractiveness does matter. And to be honest, the only reason why I really hear people say that is because they care about external kind of forces, thinking about, bro, what if I told my mom, and, or, what if I have kids, and, stuff like that. Like, I remember when people used to just have kids because like they just liked the person. Like, when did all this eugenic stuff like kind of become so relevant or like optimal? Like, oh, I need my kid to have, to keep my dark skin. I need my kid to keep their natural. Like, dude, come on, just if you want to have sex or with a white girl or something, or a Mexican girl, who gives a fuck? Who actually gives a shit? We're probably all gonna be the same race after like, I don't know, 3,000. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Shit, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's always just gonna be like mixed people. There's always gonna be, you know, shit. After, who fucking knows? Who really fucking knows? We could all be the same skin color. Who really gives a shit? And it's like, I really, in my actual opinion, you don't want to. You don't. Let me just say this: you don't want to date somebody ugly. There's nothing wrong with saying that. And the thing about that is, not everyone is going to have the same sense of attractiveness or this or that than to you. You know, everyone is going to have an opinion of who they think is attractive and who they like. That is just like, no one is going to be convinced. Like, there is conventional attractiveness, conventional attractiveness. I don't even know if that's the way you would say that, but you know, there's always going to be people who who just look good, just like, oh, okay, that person looks nice. Yeah, I mean, they look pretty nice. Yeah, but there are going to be unconventionally attractive people, and it's going to be like, and to be honest, that's like really cool that someone can just look at someone and be like, hey, these imperfect, and everyone has imperfections, and that's why I kind of hate. I don't know why the fuck I did that. Shit, sorry, I'm getting self-conscious. I think that's kind of why people trying to like put that label like unconventional attractive in a way to kind of like explain, hey, I know this person's not what everyone else would call attractive, but I think they're attractive, and that's good enough for me. I don't know why we have to call it unconventional attractiveness, because that's just like, oh, you're fugly. That's what I think. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but like that's what I think when someone says, oh, you're unconventionally attractive. What the fuck did you just call me? Like, why can't we just be like, oh, you're very attractive? You're like, oh, thanks. I don't get that a lot. I think that those kind of situations is where. Sorry, I talked too fast and my brain couldn't process what I was saying. Yeah, people, we all have senses of attractiveness that are wildly different than other people, and that's literally okay. And that's kind of how there's somebody for everybody kind of works. There's something in our brain. I think it's so cool how some people can be exceptions for people. They can just look at a person and just like tell they're different. I think that is so beautiful, and no one talks about that now, at least. Everyone's just kind of, what are my homeboys gonna think? What are my homegirls gonna think? I bring home this ugly nigga and he's, oh my god. Are your homegirls going to fuck your boyfriend? Is your homeboy going to fuck your girlfriend? It's weird. It's weird. It's weird, No, like, who gives a fuck if your mom doesn't? Is your mom going to fuck your boyfriend? Who at the end of the day, that's what you have to live with. If you actually just don't think that anything is wrong with them, like, hey, you can acknowledge maybe they're just not the most attractive person or whatever. That'd be fucked up to think about your partner, but I don't want to think about that. But if that's how you think, maybe that's not the person for you. If you, I think if there's like any doubt in your mind that's like you think that your partner is unattractive, you don't need to. Just do not date them. There will be such a hidden malice, animosity that you will have towards that person, and it will just serve none of you any good. And why do people do that? Why do people get into these relationships? They're just like, oh, I think this person's ugly. Like, oh god, like, oh fuck, I have to deal with this ugly person. Like, dude, that is so fucked up. I saw this Instagram reel, right? And I'm gonna like put it right here. Like, dude, no, I don't even want to think about anyone thinking about me in that light. Like, I text somebody and they're like, oh fuck, I went with personality instead of so you dated me and you didn't think I was like in the slightest attractive? What? It's terrible. I got off tangent, I think. But yeah, I was doing like the fingers thing, right? There's actually probably not that many that I can cover at the top of my head, but yeah, like the DL men, wanting to be like this perfect fit person. It's like, hey, if you don't like me now, you're probably not gonna like me later. Because at the essence of who you are, you can change your body, you can change your waist size, you can change your face, kind of plastic surgery. I don't know if that's your thing. You can change all that, but deep down, you are still the same person. You are still the same person with the same flaws, same trauma. What are you gonna get therapy and then start, once you're fully healed, you're gonna start dating? Like, you're never gonna be fully healed. That is just not a thing. You are always going to be struggling with something that you overlooked before. And that's the fun about life, you know. And getting to overcome that with some people is the pleasures of life, getting to grow with somebody. Because I think everyone's kind of in this mind. It's like, I have to be the most perfect person I can be in order for someone to love me. And it's like, no, no, sweetie. No, people can love you for the broken, fucked up person that you may or may not be. People can love you for that. And if you're willing to grow, that will make your relationship so much stronger. That will make your relationship so much stronger. Hey, if you help somebody through their fucking depression, and some people are slimy enough to break up with people like that and regret it. They regret that shit. Whether they bring that to the forefront or not, they regret that shit. But some people are willing to help people out of their depression. And granted, the person has to, I think in just general, we need to be so transparent about what is going on with us. Like, because if we have all these things, I don't want to talk about it. And that's okay. It's okay to not talk about everything with people. That is so fine to have your privacy. But your whole life can't be a mystery to somebody. You have to let people in. Yeah. As for my dating life, like I said, I had this whole thing with like masculine guys, not, well, like DL guys, should I say. I had a huge thing for that. I was like, I'll be your little secret. I'll be, granted, nothing ever came out of these. Like, when I tell you nothing came out of them, I didn't even speak to these people. I had this like fixation with like straight guys. It was terrible. It was bad. It was bad. Dark time in my life. Dark time in my life, for real. And now that I've kind of realized where all that was coming from, where it's like, oh yeah, I just have not accepted myself for like 19 years of my life. So I've kind of just been sitting in my own little world, giving myself time to accept myself and love myself. With that, I still kind of get, lonely. I still kind of get sad that I kind of have no one to share this with. And it probably gets easier. I don't know. I hope it gets easier. And I know with all this saying, everything that I've just mentioned to you, it's hard to put into practice, trust me. As I'm recording this, I'm thinking about like how no one can love me. That is like actively what is going on in my brain. I'm like, damn. Like, I'm saying all this shit, but this shit has not happened to me, and I guess part of me is just kind of trying to be okay with that. Be okay with people not seeing me past, what's physical. We are so lucky to have people in our lives that, will love us regardless, whether it be romantic or platonic. It's so beautiful that somebody does look past that. Someone does look past how you look. Someone does look past how you dress. It's so cool that people can do that. And it can be the purest love. Like, platonic is probably one of the purest forms of love that anyone can give, because it's not based in I have to do this person because I'm obligated. I'm doing it because I love you. And I don't want anything in return. I don't want a kiss. I don't want this. I don't want that. I just want you to be in my life. And that is so pure. That is so pure. And we are so lucky to have that, because if I didn't have that, I would be a mess. I always mention it, but if I didn't have my best friend, dude, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I dead ass love my best friend. I love him down. But yeah. As of now, I don't really have like I have like a crush, you could say, kinda. I know it's not going anywhere because I am like 99% sure that the dude is like straight. So I'm trying to like get it out of my head. But um yeah, and it's just like this whole thing with me now. It's just like, I have to put myself out there. The person has to accept me. We have to go through talking stages. We have to do this, do that, do this, do that. And it's just like, oh, not not in any rush to do any of that. But I would like someone to maybe look past the physical and maybe like appreciate the physical too, like dang, he's fine, and he got a good personality, like two peas in the pod. But that doesn't seem to be the case right now, which is fine. It's just fine. um I'm learning to be fine with it. I'm learning to be okay with it, and it's hard being okay with feeling. It's okay to feel less than. uh it's okay to feel inferior. It's okay, it's human to have those emotions. I just think it's not good to sit in that. I think it's good to acknowledge another person's beauty, being like, hey, that person is attractive. But I don't think it should ever be they're more attractive than me. That's something I struggle with too. I see this person, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so much more attractive than me, and it's like I don't have a chance. And it's like, well, that's not true. You know, sure, they can have some physical features that are more appealing or whatever, or you can think that. But there is someone out there that will literally see that person that you think is this just amazing, beautiful person, and they will look past that thing and see you, and not just the physical, the mental, everything that you are will amount to more than whatever this person is. And that is so cool. That is so cool that people can that the human mind works like that. When you're so attracted to someone, you will put all of your attention towards it, and everything else that kind of felt like it mattered doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. And I try and have hope for myself because, no one, people tell me, they're like, oh, you just haven't found the right person, you're going to find the right person. It's just so kind of hard, especially when everyone's telling you, just give it time, when you're looking for it, it won't find you, it has to find you. And it's like, oh, you really don't get it, dude. Like a whole fucking glob of, I don't know if I should tell you that, but like there's this huge glob of fucking, like, when I did that, like all the mucus that was like congested up in here just fucking went down to my throat. That was gross. I'm sorry, but yeah. I don't know. I've kind of just been, actively trying to tune that crush out. I'm just like, hey, I need to just be me for a little bit. But I guess the main takeaway from this video is that you are extremely lovable. You are. No matter who tells you, you're this, no one's ever gonna like you. And people say that to people, you're this terrible person, but you know what? You can change. And even then, you don't have to change for anybody. Sometimes it's good to change for yourself, when you realize that, hey, this is just bad and I need to fix this. But you don't have to change anything about yourself to be loved, for someone to look at you and be like, I love this person, you know, and no matter what anybody says, I'm still going to love you. And that kind of love is so hard, and we trick ourselves into thinking, nah, this person, no way, you know, look at me, look at the way I look, and look how you look at the people that you like, you know. But we can always be exceptions, you know. Humans are exceptional. We're exceptional in all that we do. And I think it's so heartbreaking, and I do it to myself. And when everyone's just like, damn, like, look at the way she looks, I can never be like that, I can never be like this, I can never do, you know, I'm less than. And it's like, no, you can find that love. It's going to be hard, it's going to be strenuous, it's going to be annoying, it's going to be whatever. But even then, you don't even have to cross these impossible barriers for someone to look at you and think, wow, I love this person. You know, it doesn't take any of this other stuff that we try and complicate it with. Either a person is going to like you and try and make conscious effort to look past the physical, or they're not. That's just what it is. But I think we should open ourselves up more. Just kind of embrace the opportunity. Like, we don't, like, no one goes on dates anymore. It's always like links. Like, oh, I'm linking with the person. Go on a literal date with somebody, and I promise you that will give you as much information as you need. You don't need to complicate it with like having sex with someone for the first time and being like, damn, that dick was good, but I'm not sure I really like his personality, but I'm gonna stick for the dick. Like, bro, come on. Come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? No, what are we doing? Nah, it's just, dating is hard now, because I think everyone just wants instant, just, you know, they just want it to come like naturally. And it's like, you know, love takes time. Love is persistent. Love makes you make conscious efforts, you know, and like no one makes fucking conscious efforts. Like, no one's fucking, you know, some people, like, no one's buying flowers, no one's, you know, sending heartfelt notes or some shit. And maybe that can just be like the way that I love, but it's like, you know, sometimes it's just, there's no thought that kind of goes into it, you know. Kind of might want to like stop it here, because I don't want to edit a super long video. So yeah. Main takeaway: you don't need to change anything about yourself to be loved, to be cared about, to be given a shot. You know, we all deserve to be given a shot, regardless of who we are, regardless of what we look like, no matter what we think about ourselves. You know, we deserve that shot to be cared for, loved for, regardless of what anybody thinks. You know, because at the end of the day, we all just want. At the end of the day, all a human wants is just a companion. We're social creatures, you know. It would be implausible to suggest that a human wanted to spend the rest of their life alone. It's crazy. At the end of the day, we just want someone, something to just tell us that we can be loved. Tell us that we are loved. Tell us that no matter what anybody thinks, no matter what anybody does, my love for you is still going to be what it is. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of leave it with that. This video was, I liked it. It was fun talking about this. Yeah, everyone I wish everyone would be patient with themselves. I wish everyone took a shot on themselves and took a shot on another person, you know? You never know. You literally never know. Stop thinking about, what your future is going to look like with this person. Stop thinking about all this stuff. Of course you want to see a future with somebody, right? But when you're first meeting someone, just get to know them, Don't think about what can possibly happen, who we're going to be, And that's the fun of it. Just enjoy each other. Enjoy being with somebody. Just don't think about any future obligations. Don't think about this. Don't just be where you are when you are. That's it. Yeah. All right. That was fun. Thank you guys. Yeah. I need to be more consistent in uploading. I kind of got off track because, pre-cal. Thank you. Thank you again. So, bye. Love you. This is me after the recording, but I just want to thank my friend Enzo. He made the beat. I'm sorry if I made the intro not as good as the song, but it's such a good song. He has a Spotify. I'm gonna link it. Yeah, he's amazing. Please check him out. And yeah, thank you for just being a great friend and giving me a beat, because I lost the intro because I used Charlie's song, and so he really helped me out. So thank you, Enzo. Thank you. I love the song. Thank you, and I love you. I don't know why I did that.